In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to access your Adobe Spark account with your CNUSD login. Accessing it with your school account actually gives you all the premium features that those who don't have an education account have to pay for. So just use your CNUSD email, and it's going to ask you if this is a personal account or an enterprise ID. Notice right here it says company or school. This is the one you want to choose. So you click on that, and it should take you to the startup page. And again, you'll have all the features of a premium account for those who don't have EDU accounts. So it takes you here. The first thing that you want to do is click on the Add button, so you want to create something new. And it's going to give you a lot of suggestions. You can just scroll down to the bottom. You can create a graphic, like an infographic. This is great for students to show what they know or to go through the learning process unit by unit. Students can create a web page. This is great also because we don't have Google Sites open, and Adobe Spark web pages are unsearchable. So it's completely private, and it is open for CNUSD users. They can also create a video here. So we're going to start with creating a web page. You'll notice it's very basic, but this gray background can be replaced with a photo. So when you click on photo, you can upload a photo, find free photos, and I'm not really certain if the rest of this will work for them, especially if they're on a VDI, unless they've been able to sign into their Google Drive. But if they wanted to, they would just go ahead and select their username and sign into their Google Drive. I'm actually going to demonstrate getting a free image. So find a free photo, and I can type in anything I like. Everyone who knows me knows I like pandas. So these again are Creative Commons licensed, so there's going to be no copyright infringement issues. This one looks nice and lazy. So that's it. That's how the students can create a background photo. So if they're working on something like Mesopotamia or the colonies or habitats, they would just simply type in what it is they would want their photo to be. Here they would add a title. Again, if the students are working on Mesopotamia or habitats, they would just type in the title. Here I encourage students to type their name. And then they scroll to start writing their story. So once they scroll down, they have an option of adding another photo, adding text, adding a button, which is like a hyperlink, a video, and it can't be a video from Discovery Ed. It has to be either Vimeo, something that's searchable online that you don't need an account to access. They could add a photo grid, they can add a glide show, or a split layout. Basically, by adding different pieces, for example, I've already got my picture, I might now want to add a title. This is basically just organizing the website. It just scrolls from top to bottom. It's not super professional. However, it helps the students in a different media, a different platform, demonstrate their learning. So I have my title. Now I'm going to do a photo grid of a bunch of different habitat images of the panda. So I've added a few photos for the photo grid just by typing in what I know about the panda's habitat. Now that I'm finished with that, I can click Save. And I have my photo grid. Under the photo grid, or any type of photos, I always suggest kind of strongly that students either add a caption and text explaining why they added that. Information that supports the images. It's kind of a reflective piece. Again, it helps them metacognitively get a strong grip on the knowledge that they've gained. So here I've added text that accompanies the images. This is basically what you want your students doing for every single addition that they create, whether it's text, a quote, image. They can also add information from their Google Drive that they may have curated during the process of learning about this subject matter. And finally, students are probably going to want to preview it before they share the link with you. So it would go up here to the top where the eyeball is, and this is where they can actually preview their creation and then adjust. We try to build that into their minds that the first time out isn't going to be perfect. You're going to want to make sure they understand there will be several iterations. So I'm going to go ahead and go out of my preview. If they wanted to present this, this is what it would look like if they were to present it. And then when they get ready to share it with you, their final copy, they would come over to the share button, click on publish and share the link. And again, this is how it stays private. The only people who have access to it are the people they share the link with. So they pick a category, education, and then they create the link. And that's all they have to do. Once they've created the link, they can submit it through Google Classroom right here, or any other way. If you just want them writing it down on a piece of paper, they could do that as well. I've found this is probably the most efficient way of sharing their work with you. So that's Adobe Spark Pages, and I hope you use these in your classroom. The kids will love it. You'll be pleasantly surprised with the results, and if you need any support, you know where to get me.